If you've been on social media lately, you probably must have seen Tyla's fast rise to fame. The South African singer has taken the world by storm, and everyone's trying to figure out what is Tyla's secret to success. Now, depending on who you ask, some say she's following Ira Starr's marketing playbook. Others even point to Beyonce's playbook, but then there's one comparison that keeps coming up, and it's Rihanna. So today we're going to deep dive into what people call the Rihanna Playbook and understand if Tyla's actually following Rihanna's marketing playbook. But first, what is actually this playbook? Understand Rihanna's playbook, we need to go back to 2005. Now picture this, a young artist from Barbados steps into the global stage, but unlike many international artists before her, she doesn't try to neutralize her accent or westernize her image. That was the first rule of what will become the Rihanna Playbook: authentic cultural representation. But here's where it gets more interesting. It wasn't just about keeping her accent, it was something much bigger. Rihanna's early music was deeply rooted in Caribbean culture, so it featured dancehall rhythms and island influences. She wasn't just selling music, she was selling authenticity in an area when many international artists felt the pressure to conform to Western pop standards. Now here's where it gets even more interesting, and this is the second phase of the playbook, and I like to call this phase the strategic evolution. So Rihanna didn't just stay in one lane, meaning she didn't just stay in her Caribbean culture and roots and everything. What she did was she expanded. She started incorporating pop, R&B, dance, and even electronic elements sometimes. But here's the key, she never abandoned her Caribbean roots. They were always in there somewhere, whether it was subtle, in the rhythm, in the vocal inflection or something, or a musical reference, or even a video idea. It was always in there somewhere, and it made it so beautiful because she stood out. It was very, very different. But now the playbook doesn't even stop just at music. Remember, Rihanna was the fashion person. She still is. And this is the third phase. So what truly set Rihanna apart was her fashion evolution. That's what I would like to say. It wasn't just about wearing the designer clothes. You know that saying when they say somebody's actually wearing the clothes are not wearing them. That was Rihanna. It seemed like even if Rihanna took, a curtain and just draped it, she still looked nice in them. So all her red carpet appearances were nice. She had the street style, but she also, Rihanna can dress. I say all of that to say that Rihanna can dress. So fashion became another language through a way that she could communicate her artistic vision. It was really, really good. And obviously later on, she will evolve and become the successful businesswoman. But now let's talk about Tyla. In many ways, it looks like it's similar, but let's talk about her. I can see why people feel like Tyla is following Rihanna's marketing playbook because almost everything seems familiar, right? Doesn't it? So let's start with the main thing. Having a strong cultural identity, which Tyla has. It's Amapiano, it's, she's South African. She's proudly South African. Her accent is proudly intact. She's not trying to change it or anything. She's got her cultural references in her songs. You will know that Tyla is South African. Also, let's look at the fashion element as well. We have seen her recently. Every time, she comes out, you see how she dresses, you see how she's put up there, with her fashion statements and everything. And it's like, when people see that, they're like, you know what, that feels familiar. It feels like we've seen something like this before, and they try to, remember Rihanna. But let's be clear. For me personally, you can let me know what you think in the comments. I don't think Tyla's following Rihanna's marketing playbook. What I think is happening is that Tyla's in a different era right now. Right now, we value being authentic. Right now, we value being yourself, with the rise of TikTok and everything. That's what people value right now. So she's come in an era where, you're valued being yourself, and she's just being herself. That's how I think it. Obviously, you can see people feel like there's some similarities in that. I feel like it's because when Rihanna started and, at the age that Tyla is in right now, you could see some similarities in their looks, in how they look. I think that's where all this comparison started. But what do you think? What do you think? Is there a tried and true formula, or is each artist following like a unique journey, or do you feel like there's a marketing playbook somewhere where people feel like, you know what, this has worked for this person, let's take the same playbook and give it to another person so that it will work for them? Let me know what you think. Do you think Tyla's following Rihanna's, marketing playbook, or you feel like Tyla's just being herself? Let me hear from you. Once again, thank you for watching, and thank you all to the commenters and the subscribers.